Calaroga Shark Media.
Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. We'll mostly take a break from Endgame in this episode to do our weekly roundup of the Kate is Wonderful narrative that tends to pop up in the tabloids. The Mirror told the tale of Kate Middleton spotted Christmas shopping at a bargain store. The range and tradition is reason why. The Mirror recaps how teacher Sarah Daniels told how she spotted Kate with Prince George and Princess Charlotte in the arts and crafts aisle before they moved on to the toy section, where George apparently showed interest in dinosaur slime. Mrs. Daniels told the Daily Mail that at one point Charlotte sat on the floor and was told by her mother, dressed casually in jeans, low-heeled boots and a jacket, "Get up, Poppet." And when George asked about the slime, she claimed she didn't register a response from the prince's mother. Last week, people shared how Kate Middleton is getting into the holiday spirit. They tell us Kate helped put the finishing touches to her Santa's grotto during a poignant visit to a charity that helps children in need. The mum of three visited Sebi's Corner, a baby bank that provides a safety net for families in need of food and clothes across Barnet, Hertfordshire and London. Kate brought along 50 copies of The Owl Who Was Afraid of the Dark, which follows a baby barn owl on an epic adventure to overcome a fear of the dark. It was so lovely that she brought the books. They were a book that she said she enjoyed reading with her children. Bianca Sakel, founder and CEO of Sebi's Corner, tells People. She adds, Kate sat down with some of our families and really chatted with them, and she understood where they were coming from. She is so warm and empathetic and really makes them feel comfortable and at ease. She is aware that she is privileged, but she is trying to use that privilege to improve people's lives. It is really special that someone who does come from her place in society does so. What struck me was how passionate she is about young people in early childhood and the difference that organizations like us can make. She really did seem like she wanted to help raise awareness and use her voice for good. And not everyone does that. She understands the challenges we face and what we're trying to do here. She had done her research and she knew who we were and what we were about. She's an amazing woman. She makes you feel so comfortable about the things that we do and is keen to use her voice to help raise awareness. Kate is scheduled to feature in an upcoming episode of BBC Two's Secrets of the Aquarium. During a previously unannounced visit, she toured the National Marine Aquarium in Plymouth, with the episode showcasing her visit scheduled to air on December 19th. While the exact date of filming remains unclear, the princess's last known visit to Plymouth was in July 2022. The documentary series Secrets of the Aquarium, which has received positive reviews, including a 4-star rating for its initial episodes, is a 6-part series filmed over the latter half of 2022. In Endgame, Omid Scobie describes Kate as readying herself for her future role as queen. The princess has successfully sublimated her authentic self, becoming an enigma to the public and perhaps even herself. He mentions that she underwent several rounds of elocution lessons, which he believes have resulted in her sounding posher than Prince William. Photographer Arthur Edwards told Talk Today, "Last night I looked at some of my pictures of Kate, just thinking, where has Scobie got this from? Katie is keen. She really does a great job. She's got 3 children she wants to spend time with, but at the same time she gives an awful lot of her time to the royal family. All right, she turns up in nice outfits and she looks great and she is a photographer's dream. I have to say, when I see some of the things she does when she gets involved in sports, she plays sports like she's a sportsman all her life. She just gives everything to it and she's absolutely a joy to photograph. I covered Meghan for that first 18 months. I thought she was a great addition to the royal family, and she was okay, but not a patch on Kate. Meghan would always be safe doing the selfies, doing the autographs, but Kate would absolutely charm children, and so would Harry." Edwards shared his thoughts on how the royals might react to the book. "I think they'll be pretty angry about it, as most of it is untrue. The fact that the king briefs the journalist, now look, I've been working with him for over 40 years, he's never once briefed me. I've had a few rockets from him, but he's never told me what's happening, and he would never discuss that. You wouldn't even dream of asking him about his family. We'd never discuss that." People also took us inside Kate Middleton and Queen Camilla's fashion exchange. They're a unit together. People compared their respective outfits, spotlighting the state banquet at which Charles referenced K-pop stars Blackpink and BTS during his speech. Bethan Holt, author of the book The Queen, 70 Years of Majestic Style, said, "Kate looks stunning, but Camilla really went bold in that red velvet gown. I think Kate looked incredibly regal in the day. I think Camilla looked like a new kind of regal in the evening. You could feel this kind of exchange going on between them, which I think is really interesting. I feel like Camilla is dressing the part, but I don't think she has any ambitions to be kind of a bold fashionista, the center of attention, whereas Kate knows this is part of her role." Palace Intrigue will be right back. Clive Irving, author of The Last Queen, discussed William and Kate's popularity in America, saying the couples have a similarity in the eyes of the American people. They live in the current moment, as opposed to the rest of the family who seem to have lost the plot. I think there's a great deal of feeling that William understands the mood and the reality on the ground, far more than Charles ever will. Americans would love to see the monarchy much more like Harry and Meghan than like King Charles and Queen Camilla. Scobie also wrote about Kate feeling like a caged animal. Scobie wrote, Kensington Palace served them well, but the parents to the second to third and fourth in line to the throne felt it was time to find something less in the middle of everyone else's business. He goes on to quote one of the couple's senior aides from 2016 who revealed that Kate felt the location made them a bit like caged animals due to its bustling position in the heart of London and the constant presence of tourists in one of the city's busiest parks. In Endgame, he details the family's move in the summer of 2022 to Adelaide Cottage in Windsor, a 4-bedroom property considered modest by royal standards. Scobie notes, Adelaide isn't a permanent home. The couple have their eyes on Prince Andrew's Royal Lodge residence in Windsor if he ever gives it up. But Windsor's quiet, rural environment is exactly what they were looking for. This move is portrayed as an effort by the family to achieve a more normal life. Royal experts say any thawing between the couples continues to be on hold because of Spare. Never mind Endgame. Royal commenter Jenny Bond said, I think Catherine has been badly hurt by Harry's brutal attacks on William, like his decision to reveal so much of what went on during their disagreements in his memoir, Spare. Things have gone too far and she feels upset and quite frankly hurt and insulted, she went on. Another insider said, too much has happened and she's not ready yet. William wants his relationship with his brother to improve, but they're not speaking right now, so when that will happen is still uncertain. More about Endgame tomorrow and bulletin episodes as events warrant. And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalaceintrigue@gmail.com. Please follow us on Spotify, Apple, or your app of choice. And if you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Intrigue and good times.